Hi everyone, welcome to Source Snack Break. I am Ren with Source. Today is Thursday, June 18th. And before we get started, I'll explain a couple things about the webinar tools. So you're all muted automatically, but you have access to the live chat there on the right. So you can pop in your favorite emoji to try it out. I see a couple already doing that. And you can also use the live chat to comment or ask questions. We'll be sure we answer any questions you have. In this presentation, we're going to do it at the end. So save your applause for the end, and we'll make sure we cover everything. We'll also send you a recording of this after the presentation is over, so you can save it for later or you can send it to a friend, however you need. So today's guest is Lauren with FENIX. Yeah. And we're really excited to see you. Lauren, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about FENIX, including the fact that it is pronounced FENIX?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Lauren Henley McKinnon. I'm the A&D specialist. You may know me for working with Formica, but we are now also representing FENIX Innovative Materials, which we're going to dive into today. This product, we'll get into a little bit more about the nitty gritty of when it was invented, but we are representing it with our strategic distributor partner, Willis, that we have on the presentation with us today. I think I see Katie and Lindsay and Nancy, so I'm so glad you guys could all join us. They are absolutely lovely and so knowledgeable. And one of the things that that Ren mentioned was the pronunciation of the product is FENIX, and we have actually been informed by that from our Italian manufacturing partners, and it's really exciting to be able to bring this to North America as we talk a little bit more, but it is being stocked in North America and now being manufactured here as well. So with that, I will go ahead and jump in. I'm going to jump off camera for a little bit, but I am going to pop back in as we do a little bit of show and tell midway through the presentation. Keep chatting those questions. I will absolutely be happy to answer those at the very end. So with that, we'll go ahead. This is a technical and aesthetic answer to two interior design trends. We have smart materials and we also have matte surfaces. FENIX is available in 20 timeless colors, and it challenges new higher-end product segments. To clarify, FENIX is not a finish or a film. It is actually a material. FENIX products are paper-based, and they are super opaque nanotech materials embedded into that paper-based product as well. It is over 60% paper and 30 to 40% thermosetting resins. FENIX products are created by a pressing process in which heat and pressure are applied simultaneously to obtain a homogeneous, non-porous product. These materials are highly resistant to scratches, abrasion, dry heat, acid-base solvents, and everyday cleaning agents, and they are suitable for both horizontal and vertical applications as well. The unique qualities of FENIX come from the products having unique characteristics that are done with the manufacturing process, where they undergo a particular series of processes that includes the multi-layer coating that you're seeing on the left. And through this process, they are actually able to make the next generation acrylic resins that are being used to be hardened and fixed. And what they do with that is an electron beam curing process, which is very different from a lot of other products that are out there in the market, which again is why this is a totally new innovative material. It is not a finish or a film because these nanoparticles are evenly distributed and incorporated into the material in a homogeneous way. FENIX surface material consists of a pigmented substrate of specific porosity that acts as the carrier for the layers of the acrylic resins that contain the nanoparticles and then the pigments that you see with your eye. Here we're looking at a beautiful picture of FENIX in the NTM, which is the Nanotech Mat. And this color here is the beige Arizona. This is the 1.2 millimeter thick color core that we're going to look at a little bit later. And this allows you to create a seamless on-trend design when specifying and having it fabricated. It is beautiful. And when you see some of the other images and sampling, it shows off even better in real life. So some of the main product features of FENIX are that it has a low light reflectivity and it's an extremely matte surface. With that, it is also very soft to the touch and has anti-fingerprint qualities as well as thermal healing and superficial micro scratches. Another advantage of the material is that to renew the superficial micro scratches with the thermal healing qualities can be done on site without bringing another fabricator in to be able to repair it. The topography of FENIX is what actually provides its unique characteristics. So here you're seeing a series of microscopic peaks and valleys. And so as light is coming down into the surface, it bounces around and it doesn't come back to you in a single source, which is why it appears so ultra matte. With that, when you touch the surface, that's where your actual fingerprints or any oils or dust are actually resting on those microscopic tops of those mountains. And that's why it actually feels so soft to the touch, because you're just touching the most small amount of it as well. As you can also see, the peaks and valleys do have a polymer memory. So as those are pushed down, there is the ability to be able to bring them back up. Because of the electron beam curing technology, the FENIX surface is extremely closed, providing a non-porous surface. When we're talking about the thermal healing qualities from superficial micro scratches, a really great way to think about it is that the cross-linked coating has its own polymer memory that we're seeing on the left-hand side. And that's because of the next generation acrylic resins that it's made out of, as well as the electron beam curing process. So when that surface is scratched, that web is actually pushed out of place. And so these bonds are now looking for anchors where the fixed chemical bonds are unaffected. And the way that we can actually bring that back is we want to relax the polymer network. And the way to do that is to trigger it with heat. As the polymers relax and these hydrogen bonds reposition themselves in the original formation, that's when we're going to see that the scratch disappears and it has been restored to its original surface. And this can be done numerous times as well. So we'll get into a little bit more about the technical information, but all of this is also available on the new FENIX for Interiors-NA for North America.com website. The applications for this are limitless. It can be used for both vertical and horizontal applications. What I love about this picture is you're seeing it in a few different places. It's in the black lockers at the back, which you can imagine how many fingerprints would be touching that material. And the fact that it's fingerprint resistant is absolutely great on dark colors. It's also being used on the conference table, another high touch area, as well as the workstations that you're seeing up front too. It can be used in a range of different applications, ranging from healthcare through hospitality, education, office, like we're seeing it. We can also look at it for transportation. Retail is a fabulous place to use it, industrial design furniture, and then even kitchen and bath applications. We'll now look at some different applications. This is one on the left is a multifamily housing where we're actually seeing it in the colored core material in Nero Ingo. And then on the right, we're seeing it in the Bianco Male. And this is actually inside a travel van, which is really, really great to think about right now, as we all would love to be out on the road, but we can live vicariously through this little travel van. Plus, it's very, very chic. Here you're also seeing the dining table where they're using it in the Nero Ingo. And then on the right, we're actually looking at it in 3 different colors. We have it in Bianco Cos, Grigio Efeso, and then also Verde Commodore that is shown in the lattice work around the windows as well too. In these bathroom images, we're looking on the left in 2 colors. This is again the Grigio Efeso and the Bianco Cos. And then on the right, we have the Nero Ingo, which is used in a cubicle partition for a toilet room. I like the image on the right because actually it draws to attention the different sizes and sheets that are available in the FENIX product, because it can come up to 5 by 12. I have had quite a few different toilet partitions where they needed to have them as 9 feet tall, and you have the ability to do that with this material. And we'll talk a little bit more about the sheet sizes towards the end. Some other installations that you can see on the left, you have the Bianco Cos, which is being used in the furniture, and the Nero Ingo. They're using the thinner 0.8 millimeter product there. And then they're actually highlighting it by letting the plywood edge show. On the right, you're seeing the Nero Ingo in the 1.2 colored core material, where they used it as a self edge for the casework for a really continuous look as well. FENIX NTM, which stands for Nanotech Mat, is available in 20 timeless colors. And the purpose of these is that these palettes will satisfy not only current trends, but future ones as well. We are stocking 16 of these colors in North America, and we will be coming out with my strategic partners, Willis, to be able to update libraries too. And we'll talk about sampling in a short bit. 16 of the 20 colors within the FENIX NTM collection are stocked in the US. And even though it's a little small to see here, I just want to point out that the standard core material that comes in 4x8 and 5x12 sheets is primarily what we're stocking in the United States, and also being manufactured at our St. John, Canada product factory as well. We also are stocking additional products in the 1.2 and the 12 millimeter thick products too. Those are still manufactured in Italy, but we are bringing the material into North America as well now to stock them. The 4 products that are not stocked in North America do have a longer lead time, and you can always reach out to us on those ones as well. Some last installation images here are the cafe that we have on the left, where they're featuring the Nero Ingo in the paneling and the cabinetry. And then, of course, the barbershop salon on the right, which is also showing the black in that casework too. Some additional products that are available from FENIX is the NTM Bloom. So this NTM Bloom is a sustainable collection of 4 colors that has all of the same technical features of FENIX. The core technology here is based off of lignin-based technology. Lignin is a natural chemical compound that's derived from wood and is found in the walls of the cell walls of the plants. A great example, if you're familiar with textiles, is this would be similar when you have silk and then you have a viscose product that actually looks like silk but is created from plants. Because they're basing the NTM Bloom off of this lignin technology, they're actually able to reduce the amount of phenol resin in the product by 50% and decrease the amount of CO2 emissions, energy demand, and the water footprint that's required in the manufacturing process. These products are made to order and do have a 16-week lead time. We can happily always work with you if these are something that would be satisfactory for your project. They're absolutely really beautiful to look at. I love this imagery here where we're looking at the fruit, and it reminds me of when we do all of our, like, you're learning to draw, and whether that's high school or college, and you think about the shadow that you would normally have reflected upon the surface, and normally you would actually see the fruit. Because of those microscopic peaks and valleys, we're not seeing that because of how ultra soft it is and that it's diffusing that light. This photo, while it may look photoshopped, is absolutely how the product is going to look in real life. So it's a really great indicator if you have not already seen this product too. Another one of the beautiful products that's available from FENIX is the NTA. This stands for Nanotech Alloy. So this is a metal surface that's extremely matte, is also soft touch and anti-fingerprint, and it's resistant to superficial micro scratches. This deep stainless steel brushed aesthetic also is using the nanotechnology that we've talked about previously, and it provides an alternative to the world of real metal surfaces for its ability to be used in horizontal applications, which a lot of the other ones can't be used. 3 colors here really do cover a nice range. We have the darker Acaccio Hamilton, the more stainless Argento Ducat, and then more of the warm / kind of nickel family with the Oro Cortez. And I love this installation. Again, this is really how the product looks in real life. It's very beautiful. I've had samples of these that I've been playing around with, taking tools and keys and coins and all sorts of things, and absolutely beautiful performing product for the metal look. Again, great for horizontal applications, which is really exciting when we're talking about metals. For the certifications that are available, all of these are available online, but you can also reach out to myself or our Willis partners, such as Katie or Lindsay, who are absolutely happy to help you as well. So here we're seeing that it's FSC certified. We also have Green Guard Gold. This also does pass IMO for marine equipment and is CIFA approved on chemical resistance. We also have international and domestic NSF ratings for sanitation and food safety, as well as being able to be in contact with food. For the fabrication of FENIX, it can be easily machined with the standard carpentry tools. The only thing that would actually change is when you're doing the metal products, which is the NTA, and that just requires a change of the blade. There is no different concern for the product with whether it's cold pressed or it's hot pressed, and more detailed information around the fabrication and handling and storage of these materials is available online or by reaching out to us. When we're talking about edge banding, FENIX sheets can be edge band with the same material in the 1.2 millimeter colored core product. They can also be edge banded with ABS or polypropylene edge manufacturers. And some of our main partners, such as Rayhow and Dulkin, are actually now manufacturing for the stocked product that's in North America. So I'm going to kind of show some of the different ones that are available right now. So the full range of the North American stocking program for the FENIX is now being featured by the Rayhow as well as Dulkin. A lot of these were in the line, but they are also now matched to what's being stocked in North America. I'll also take this moment just to show you a little bit about the thickness differences. So we have here, this is a standard 0.8 millimeter product. And this is going to have a little bit of the different color core than the front of the product. When we go to the thicker 1.2 millimeter product, here it is in their blue fez, which is really beautiful dark navy. You can see that all the way through, this is the same color. So this is where you can use it as a self edge product as well too. What I like to show then is this is actually a nice block that has been actually edge banded, and you can see a beautiful way that it has a thick look to it. Here on the front, we have it with the FENIX, and I keep this at my desk and I try to get all sorts of fingerprints on it as well. And I absolutely can't, no matter whether or not I'm having like coffee or, lunch. And then I'm just going to flip it over here and you can kind of just see the comparison. This is a laminate side. So again, in real life, this is the laminate side. And here is that FENIX side. And it almost is like a black hole. It's almost like those black paints that just absorb all of the light. So really absolutely beautiful. And then of course, with the edge banding, a nice design there. As a comparison for the different thicknesses, we just looked at the 0.8 millimeter and the 1.2. And here you can see this is the 12 millimeter product as well. And this is the comparison when you have the 12 millimeter versus an edge banded look to it. So there is a full range of different products and thicknesses that you can do with FENIX, which we're really excited, especially since so much of it is in North America now being stocked too. Anything specifically different when it needs to be cleaned up. It is just damp, non-abrasive cloth with warm water and mild detergent. We also do have specific instructions for any different scenarios that you may encounter. And myself and my partners are all able to share that with you as well. But there is a full range, and you can actually go into more tougher stains by using magic sponge or a soft brush cloth, or the additional thermal healing qualities that we can go through and be able to tell you how to renew the surface to remove those superficial micro scratches. For website and sampling, this is all up and running right now. So you can go online when you need to get sampling. You can reach out to myself and my partners. You can call 1-800-367-6222 as well. And then I believe the materials are also being stocked up on Material Bank now as well. So, yes.
Lauren, you can also get all the FENIX products on our website. Yes, you can do it right now. Yes, I know they're all up. So if you click this button, designers, it'll take you there immediately.
Absolutely. So with that, I'll kind of end with just any different questions that you guys may have. I saw Katie answer one. Thank you so much, partner. I really appreciate that. For Allie, can the core products be mitered? Yes, you would on the solid through color material, they can go ahead and self-edge with that material as well. And let me see if there was any other questions that I missed. Yeah.
Mine was about nanotech, but I think you covered it. So that's pretty Cool. My one question for you, Lauren, would be what kind of trends are you seeing in terms of laminates, like colors or patterns? It feels like
well,
this product is
first, and I
super
think it's a
on
great
trend
example.
right now.
I would say that
What are
this
you
is
seeing?
definitely not laminate. So we have to remember it's a totally different material. It actually has a full range of different qualities that it performs with. But really, for this product, the whole component of it is that it wants to be timeless. It doesn't want to be trendy. A lot of these colors have actually been in the collection since its inception. This is about having something that is going to last longer than a hot pink or a bright purple or a zebra stripe. So in this collection for this product, because it is so beautiful to touch and you get drawn to it when you see it, you know, when I was showing you guys the different, how matte it is compared to competitive products, you are just absolutely drawn into it. And it is really, really enjoyable to be able to have that tactile experience of it. So with that, it is a more rich palette. It is not meant to be satisfying the next blue or the next yellow. It is about being classic and timeless. Yes. Yes, that is a great example.
So it's like the Chanel.
Yeah, yes.
material.
That's an awesome
Always gonna look
example.
good. Always gonna look good. Yeah. Great. Designers, if you have any more questions, pop them into the chat. And in the meantime, Lauren, it was great to talk to you about FENIX. What a cool product.
Yeah.
And I love learning about it.
Absolutely.
Designers, if you're interested in registering for another snack break, you can smash that register now button. It doesn't look like we have any more questions. So Lauren, awesome. So great to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for joining. If you have any other questions, reach out to the Source team, myself, and of course, my awesome Willis partners. I'm really glad to be here today.
Awesome. Good to see you, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.